I drove 322 miles because of a crayon drawing and 11 words written by an 8-year-old boy. Funny thing is, I spent 28 years spotting trouble in other families and almost missed it in my own. Life teaches you something hard. When you get older, people lie. Pride lies louder, but kids usually tell the truth sideways. My grandson Noah mailed me a picture of his house with one sentence scribbled at the bottom. Please come get me. I left within the hour. Before we keep going, tell me, down below, what country are you watching from? And what time is it where you are right now? I always like seeing where people are listening from. And if you enjoy real stories about family second chances and the kind of truth that takes its time showing up, hit subscribe. Stay with me here. What Noah sent me that Tuesday afternoon wasn't just a drawing. It was evidence. People think getting old happens all at once. It doesn't. It sneaks up on you in quiet ways. One day you're working 60-hour weeks, drinking bad coffee from paper cups inside government offices, carrying too much stress, and telling yourself you'll slow down eventually. Then one morning, you realize you've become the guy standing in Costco, comparing paper towel prices like it's a financial investment. That was me. My name is Shane Ford. I'm 68 years old, widower, retired child protective services investigator for the state of Oregon, Bend resident for 34 years, owner of a silver 2008 Toyota Tacoma with 211,000 miles on it and exactly 3 dents that I refuse to fix because at this point we're aging together. You know that look old trucks get. Not worn out. Experienced. That's me too. Tuesday mornings followed a routine so predictable, my neighbor Linda Morales once said she could set her watch by my bad habits. I woke up at 6:15. Fed Murphy. Murphy was my 12-year-old golden retriever mix who moved slower than Congress and shed enough hair every spring to build a second dog. Coffee at 6:23. Black. No sugar. No fancy foam art. I don't trust coffee that looks like dessert. At 7:30, I drove over to Pine Ridge Diner off 3rd Street. Corner booth, same order. 2 eggs, over medium, sourdough toast, turkey sausage, coffee refill. I absolutely did not need. Rita usually worked mornings. Rita believed retirement either turned men into fishermen or weird hobby collectors. Morning, Shane, she'd say. You buy another flashlight online. I'm preparing for emergencies. You bought 7 emergency flashlights. You can't put a price on preparedness. She could. Apparently it was $238 according to my credit card statement. Life after retirement got quieter after my wife passed. Carol. 40 years married. Breast cancer. 5 years ago. I still reached for my phone, sometimes thinking I'd call her about something stupid. A guy wearing shorts in 30-degree weather. A weird cloud. Gas prices. Grief does strange things. It doesn't always break you dramatically. Sometimes it just quietly rearranges the furniture inside your soul. My daughter Emily worried about me after Carol died. She lived near Boise now, about 5.5 hours away. Married. 1 son, Noah. 8 years old. Bright kid. Smart in that quiet way children get when they notice everything. Noah liked maps, road atlases, truck routes, state highways. The kid could identify interstate shields faster than some adults could remember birthdays. He also drew constantly. Birds, road signs, pickup trucks, buildings, little scenes from his life. When he was 6, he drew Murphy so accurately, I framed it. The ears were too big, but somehow perfect. Emily used to joke Noah inherited my observation habits. I wasn't sure that was a good thing. Pay attention to this next part. Because small details matter. They always matter. I learned that over 28 years working child protection. People imagine that job wrong. They think it means dramatic rescues, police cars, emergency removals, big movie scenes. Sometimes, mostly it meant noticing things, patterns, words, silence. Children don't always tell adults what's wrong. Not directly. Kids tell truth sideways. A missing backpack, a drawing, an odd sentence, food hidden in pockets, the shape of fear. You learn to see it, or you shouldn't have the job. Around 11:42, that Tuesday I stopped by Costco. Gas first, then dog food, paper towels, coffee beans, a rotisserie chicken, because retirement slowly transforms men into creatures deeply excited about discount poultry. I loaded everything into the Tacoma, drove home. Murphy greeted me like I had returned from military deployment. Relax, I told him. I was gone 40 minutes. He disagreed. At 12:16, I checked the mailbox. Mostly junk, local hardware flyer, insurance advertisement, coupon booklet, one white envelope, handwritten, my name, Shane Ford. The second I saw the handwriting, something softened in my chest. Noah. Kids don't write addresses like adults. Letters drift. Numbers wobble. There's innocence in uneven handwriting. I stepped inside. Set groceries down. Murphy followed. Supervising. Always supervising. I sat at the kitchen table, opened the envelope. One folded drawing. Construction paper. Crayon. Blue. Gray. Green. At first glance, it looked normal. House. Driveway. Tree. Truck. Then my stomach tightened. Stay with me here. The house. Gray. Windows dark. Too dark. No sun. No clouds. No grass detail. No smile phase. No little extra things Noah usually added. Kids repeat patterns. You notice when patterns disappear? I looked closer. There were 3 people. One very tall. One medium. One tiny. Noah. 2 tiny. The tall figure stood near the front door, arms long, dark coloring. Heavy crayon pressure. I knew enough child behavioral indicators to recognize emotional emphasis. Pressure matters. Placement matters. Relative size matters. Then I saw the truck. Silver pickup. Outside the house. Mine. My Tacoma. My throat felt dry. Murphy rested his head against my knee. I flipped the paper over and saw it. Small handwriting. Uneven. Pressed hard enough into paper that it nearly tore. Please come get me. 11 letters, 4 words, no decoration, no smiley face, no explanation. Just that. Please, come get me. I need you to understand something. When you spend decades working around children in difficult situations, your brain changes. You don't panic first. You observe. You inventory. You look for context. Alternative explanations. Maybe Noah missed me. Maybe school assignment. Maybe imagination. Maybe danger lives inside, maybe. I pulled open my phone, called Emily, straight to voicemail, called again, no answer, text message. Everything okay? Nothing. I checked on time. 12:31 p.m. Called again? No answer. My chest felt tighter. Not fear, exactly. Recognition. Recognition can scare you worse than fear. Murphy paced. Dogs know things. Not supernatural things, human things. I sat there staring at that drawing. Gray house. Dark windows. Tiny Noah. My Tacoma outside. Like he was waiting. Like he believed if he drew me there long enough, I'd show up. My phone buzzed. Emily. Finally. I answered immediately. Hey, sweetheart. Her voice sounded tired. Too tired. Hey, Dad? You okay? Yeah. You sure? Yeah. Too fast. I leaned back slowly. 28 years, pattern recognition, voice tension, micro pauses, avoidance. Something sat wrong, very wrong. I looked down at Noah's drawing again. Please come get me. Outside my kitchen window, Oregon clouds rolled over bends slowly. Gray sky, cold wind. Normal Tuesday, ordinary. Life-changing things almost always begin looking ordinary. I didn't know it yet, but by 2:13 that afternoon, my keys would already be in my hand. Phantom 3. There are two kinds of long drives. The kind you plan, and the kind life forces on you. By 2:13 that afternoon, my silver Tacoma was pointed east out of Bend, Oregon, headed toward Boise, Idaho. 322 miles, about 5.5 hours if traffic behaved and your knees still believed in you. Mine negotiated terms. I packed light, 2 flannel shirts, toothbrush, phone charger, blood pressure medication, extra dog food. Murphy staying behind wasn't an option. The old boy climbed into the passenger seat before I even opened the garage. You think you're helping, I told him. He sneezed. That counted as agreement. I texted Linda Morales before pulling out. Linda lived 2 houses down and possessed 2 extraordinary talents: keeping people alive and minding business that technically wasn't hers. Retired ER nurse. 67. Sharp enough to cut steel. She still believed I ate like a college freshman with bad decision-making skills. Me. Heading to Boise. Need favor. Can you check house while gone? 32 seconds later. Linda. You okay me probably. Linda. That's not an answer. Me. Noah mailed weird drawing. Going check things. Her reply came immediately. Linda, call me. Now. I sighed. Pulled into a grocery store parking lot. Called. Shane. Linda. You sound tense. I'm fine. You ever notice old men say they're fine right before doing something stupid? I drove emergency child response cases for 28 years. Retired 10 years ago. I still know things. That's exactly what worries me. I leaned back in my seat. Gray Oregon sky overhead. Cold wind moving leaves through parking spaces. You remember Noah? I said quietly. Smart little boy. He mailed something strange. Silence. Linda understood strange. I explained the drawing, the note, the tiny details. She listened, without interrupting. Finally, she said quietly, You think something's wrong. I think something feels wrong. Different answer? No, it isn't. Silence again. You calling Emily again? She asked. Already did. And what? She's tired. Meaning she's hiding something. Linda exhaled. You want me honest? No. Lie beautifully. Drive safe. Linda? Shane. What? If you're right, don't go in angry. I know. No, you don't. She paused. I worked trauma 35 years. Fear hides, especially in families. Don't miss what's hiding. Call ended. I sat there another 10 seconds, thinking. People imagine experience makes hard moments easier. It doesn't. Experience just teaches you which fears deserve your attention. I pulled onto Highway 20. Eastbound. Ben disappeared behind me slowly. Mountain roads, cold sunlight breaking through clouds. Pine trees, open stretches. Central Oregon knows how to make a man feel small. Big sky, long roads, quiet enough your thoughts get louder. Murphy rested his head near the center console. I kept replaying the drawing. Gray house, dark windows, tiny Noah, my truck outside. Stay with me here. Children communicate emotion through omission. People notice what's drawn. Professionals notice what's missing. No sun, no color balance, no movement, no safety markers, no smiling people. And one thing bothered me worse than everything else. Noah forgot the sky. Kids draw skies, clouds, birds, sun, weather. He left it empty. My stomach tightened again. Around 4:06 p.m., I stopped outside Burns. Small gas station. Pilot travel center, coffee bathroom, stretched knees. The coffee tasted like someone whispered coffee no into hot water. Truck stop coffee teaches humility. I bought beef jerky anyway, because bad decisions travel in groups. Phone buzzed. Emily, finally. I answered immediately. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Dad. Background noise. Car engine. Traffic, maybe. You okay? I asked. Yeah. Everything good. Fine. Too quick again. How's Noah? Good. What did he do today? Pause. Half second. Not long. Long enough. School. Emily. What? He mailed me drawing. Silence. Tiny silence. Dangerous silence. Oh. Oh. Yeah. He likes drawing. I know. More silence. I kept eyes forward. Road stretching endless ahead. Yeah. Talk to me. I'm working right now. You sound tired. I'm fine. There it was again. Fine. One of the most dangerous words adults use. I'll call tonight, she said. Emily. Dad. Is Tyler there? Another pause. He got home early. Put him on. Why? Just do it. Longer silence. I heard movement. Door, maybe. Muffled voices. Then a man. Tyler Carter. 41. My son-in-law. Construction contractor. Smart. Driven. Liked expensive sunglasses more than his bank account supported. Shane. Tyler. Emily says you're worried. I'm checking in. Everything's fine. Fine, again. Funny thing about lies. Good liars add details. Bad liars rush toward reassurance. Everything's fine. Nothing wrong. All good. Those phrases. They trip alarms. How's work? I asked. Busy. What project? Houses. Houses where small pause. Meridian. You said Nampa last month. Silence. Tiny. But there? Different project. Gotcha. I let silence sit. People rushed to fill silence. Tyler had always filled silence. You know how Noah is, Tyler said. Sensitive kid. Sensitive. Interesting word choice. He's doing great. Good. Emily's doing great? Good. You don't gotta worry. There. Worry. He introduced worry before I mentioned it. Pay attention to this next part. People tell on themselves constantly. You just have to stop talking long enough to hear it. All right, I said. Appreciate it. Hung up. Murphy lifted his head. You heard that too, I asked. Tail thump. Close enough. Sun lowered. Highway stretched east. Miles rolled. 5:38 p.m., Ontario. Crossed into Idaho. My back hurt. My shoulders hurt. My patience hurt. I kept thinking about Emily. Emily wasn't weak. People misunderstand what happens sometimes. Fear doesn't arrive all at once. Control doesn't either. It grows slowly. Like mold. Behind walls. Invisible. Then suddenly, everywhere. Carol used to say something. People don't notice change when it happens 1 inch at a time. Carol noticed everything. Probably why she married me. Probably why she occasionally threatened murder over thermostat settings. I smiled despite myself. Grief works strange. Memory arrives without warning. Makes room inside pain. Phone buzzed again. Text. Linda. Linda. Eat actual food. Not gas station garbage. I smiled. Me already ate jerky. Linda, I hate you. Me. No, you don't. Linda. Call me tonight. Something feels wrong. I stared at the message. Something feels wrong. Exactly. Experience. Pattern recognition. Instinct. Different words, same thing. The sky darkened slowly as Boise got closer. Traffic thickened. Headlights. Suburbs. Strip malls. Chain restaurants. Life. Normal life. People buying groceries. Kids going home. Dinner tables. Televisions. Homework. Normal. Danger. hides best inside normal. My GPS said 20 minutes remaining. 27. My hand tightened around the steering wheel. Noah's drawing sat folded beside me. Passenger seat, edges worn already. Please come get me. The first lie Tyler told me had been small, too small. That's how I knew there would be bigger ones. I pulled into Emily's neighborhood at 7:46 p.m. Cold air, 43 degrees. Late October Idaho wind, moving dead leaves along the curb in little circles. Murphy lifted his head before I even parked. Dogs notice tension before people do. Emily and Tyler lived in a newer subdivision outside Boise, near Meridian. Same kind of neighborhood you see all over America now. Gray houses, white trim, identical mailboxes, SUVs parked in driveways. Enough porch lights glowing to make everything look safer than it actually was. Their house sat halfway down Willow Creek Lane. 2-story, gray siding, white garage. And the second I saw it, my stomach dropped. Stay with me here. You ever have one of those moments where reality quietly reaches over and confirms the thing you were trying not to believe? The house. Gray. Exactly gray. Like Noah's drawing. I shut off the truck. Silence. Engine ticking as it cooled. Murphy shifted beside me. No, I told him. You're staying. He disagreed immediately. Old dogs become union workers about rules. I stepped out. Cold wind hit my face. Porch light on. Garage partially open. Construction supplies stacked near the wall. Drywall. Paint buckets. Boxes. Tyler's truck sat outside. Black Ford F-150. New tires. 2 new. Construction guys notice tires. Former investigators notice money. I walked toward the front door, knocked twice. Footsteps. Door opened. Tyler Carter smiled. Too quickly. Too perfectly. 41 years old. Athletic build. Short dark hair, quarter-zip sweater, jeans. Smart watch. Smile, polished enough to sell timeshares. Shane. Tyler. Didn't know you were coming. Surprise? His eyes moved past me, toward the Tacoma, then back, fast, tiny, but there. You drove all this way. Looks that way. He laughed lightly. Too lightly. Well, come in. House smelled like fresh paint, new flooring, sawdust, something chemical underneath, renovation smell, warm lighting, television running somewhere. Kitchen looked clean, too clean. People living real lives leave evidence, homework papers, shoes, mail, life. This place felt staged, not fake, managed. Pay attention to this next part. Control leaves fingerprints, sometimes literal, usually emotional. Emily, I called. In here? Her voice sounded tired. I stepped farther inside, and there she was. My daughter, 38. Brown hair tied back, oversized sweatshirt, dark circles under her eyes. Tired. No, past tired, drained. The kind of exhaustion sleep doesn't fix. She smiled. Small. Real, but small. Dad? She hugged me. Too quick. Too light. Emily hugged like Carol. Full. Warm. Present. This felt different. You should have called, she said. Thought I'd surprise you. You drove 5 hours. 5.5. That's crazy. Runs in the family. Tiny smile. Then gone. I noticed it immediately. People who are carrying pressure lose smiles fast. Where's Noah? I asked. Upstairs. Homework. Tyler answered. Not Emily. Interesting. Go get him, I said. I'll get him, Tyler said. Again, Tyler. Answering, managing, small things, patterns. He disappeared upstairs. I watched Emily. She adjusted sleeves, twice, avoided eye contact, grabbed water glass, didn't drink. Dad, you really didn't have to come. Good thing I wanted to. I'm okay. Fine, okay. Danger words. I know. You worried because of Noah's drawing. I noticed things. It was nothing. Nothing. Another dangerous word. I miss you, I said quietly. She looked up, actually looked up. Pain moved across her face. Fast. Gone. I miss you too. Heavy footsteps. Then Noah. And something inside me tightened immediately. 8 years old. Brown hair. Blue hoodie. Socks. No shoes. And thinner. Not dramatic. Not television dramatic. Real dramatic. Subtle. Face narrower. Shoulders smaller. Eyes older. You know that look. Kids aren't supposed to carry heaviness. Noah froze. Saw me. Actually froze. Then movement. Fast. Dad? Wrong, eh? Not Dad. Grandpa. He slammed it into me hard enough my knee complained formally. I wrapped both arms around him, held on. Too long, maybe. Didn't care. Hey, buddy. You came. 3 words. Small. Heavy. I came. You drove all the way. Truck still works. Tiny laugh. Good. Still there. Part of him still there. You look taller. I grew. Show off. Another tiny smile. Tyler walked behind him. Watching. Always watching. Homework done? Tyler asked. Noah looked immediately toward Tyler. Immediately. There. Right there. Not fear exactly. Habit. Monitoring. Children adapt to pressure. They learn emotional weather patterns. They check before speaking. My stomach tightened again. Dinner happened. 30 minutes later. Pasta, salad, garlic bread. Normal. Everything looked normal. That's what bothered me. Tyler talked. Mostly Tyler. Construction jobs. Costs, materials, economy, labor shortages. People who control conversations often control other things too. Emily stayed quiet. Noah quieter. School good? I asked Noah. Yeah. Learning anything interesting? State history. Cool. What state bird Idaho got? Hawk. Tyler answered on. Not Noah. No, Noah said softly. Mountain bluebird. I smiled. There you go. Tyler laughed. Kid remembers weird stuff. Noah got quieter. No. I watched. Observed. Inventory. Noah ate fast. too fast. Children living under stress often eat fast. Food security, routine instability, fear of interruption. Not proof, indicator, only indicator. My old job taught one critical rule: never decide from one clue. Find patterns. Dinner ended. Noah helped clean. Too quickly, automatically. Tyler checked work emails. Emily loaded dishwasher. I walked toward hallway. Then saw it. Camera, small, mounted near ceiling. Facing hallway, interior camera. Security? I asked casually. Tyler glanced up. Yeah. Neighborhood thing. Inside, people steal people inside their own house. Interesting. Very interesting. Then another thing. Pantry door. Lock. Small keypad lock. Inside pantry. I looked. Emily noticed. Tyler installed that. For Noah? I asked. Tyler laughed. Kids sneak snacks. Noah looked down immediately. Emily said nothing. Nothing. Silence counts too. Later. 8:51 p.m. I stood outside near my truck. Cold air. Hands inside jacket pockets. Needing space. Thinking. Processing. Then footsteps. Small footsteps. Noah. Blue hoodie. Hands shoved into pockets. Hey, buddy. Hi. Cold out? Yeah. Silence. Wind. Moving trees. Cars passing distant road. You okay? I asked. Yeah. Danger word. 8-year-olds learn danger words from adults. He stared at the Tacoma. My drawing got there fast. There. My chest tightened. Yeah. I thought maybe Male would lose it. Nope. Silence. Then very quietly. I knew you'd come. I swallowed hard. Course I came. Wind again, leaves moving, street lights humming. Then Noah stepped closer. Fast, small movement. Subtle. Something folded pressed into my jacket pocket. Paper. Then he stepped back. Too fast. Too practiced. Like he'd rehearsed courage. My pulse changed immediately. Need get inside, he said. Tyler doesn't... He stopped. Stopped hard. Eyes widening. House door opening. Light spilling out. Tyler, standing there. You guys freezing out here. Coming, Noah said immediately. Immediately. Too immediately. Noah moved fast toward house. Tyler smiled. Easy smile? Normal smile? But his eyes. Not smiling. Not even close. Stay with me here. I didn't check my pocket. Not there. Not yet. Some instincts don't retire. Some instincts wait. I smiled. Walked back toward my truck. Toward the motel. Toward answers. Because whatever Noah had slipped into my pocket, he'd risked something to do it. And children don't risk things without reason. I opened my mole room door at 9:24 p.m. Room 214. Budget Inn off Fairview Avenue. Murphy lifted his head from bed, and finally I reached into my pocket. Room 214 smelled like industrial carpet cleaner and disappointment. You know those roadside motels that try very hard to look renovated but still somehow carry the emotional energy of bad coffee and broken air conditioning. That place. Budget Inn, Fairview Avenue, Boise, 9:24 p.m. Murphy stretched slowly across the thin motel carpet, like he'd personally financed the room. Must be nice, I told him. He ignored me. Dogs become increasingly disrespectful with age. I shut the door, locked it, chain locked too. Old habits, retirement changes schedules, not instincts. The folded paper Noah slipped into my jacket sat heavy in my pocket. Heavier than paper should feel. I didn't open it immediately. People think experience makes you rush less. Truth is, experience teaches patience. Evidence doesn't disappear because you breathe first. I took off my jacket, set my keys down, checked the room automatically. Window lock, bathroom, closet, entry points. 28 years investigating difficult situations rewires your brain permanently. Carol used to laugh about it. Shane Fort, she'd say, the only man alive who checks fire exits at Olive Garden. Preparedness matters. Mock me if you want. I'm alive. I sat down slowly on the edge of the bed, pulled folded paper from my pocket. Not paper. Napkin, white, restaurant napkin, folded 4 times, small enough to hide. My fingers moved carefully. Slow. The way you handle something fragile or dangerous. Inside drawing. Blue crayon, black crayon, and handwriting. Noah's. There was a bird. Simple. Messy, but clear. A sparrow. Then number 14. Written hard enough to dent paper. 14. And underneath. 2 words. Blue box, nothing else. No explanation. No arrows. No smiley face. Just bird. Blue box. I stared. Read again. Bird. Blue box. Murphy lifted his head. Helpful thoughts? I asked. Nothing. Typical. I leaned back slowly. Thinking. Stay with me here. Kids create systems, patterns, private languages, especially kids who observe more than they talk. Noah always built systems. At 6 years old, he'd invented symbols for family members. Birds, road signs, weather symbols. I closed my eyes. Memory. Come on. Bird, bird, bird. Then sparrow. Carol. No, wait. Noah used sparrows differently. Think. Then I had it. 3 years earlier. Summer afternoon, backyard. Noah drawing. Emily sitting outside, crying quietly after difficult financial issues. Noah had drawn birds, tiny birds, everywhere. What are those? I'd asked. He answered, bird means mom sad. Bird means mom sad. My chest tightened. I looked back down. Bird. Emily. Sad. Blue box. 14. Blue box. Blue. Blue. Think. House. Garage. Storage. No. Wait. Emily always kept paperwork in colored bins back when she lived in Oregon. Taxes, medical records, insurance. Blue box, blue. Noah remembered systems. Kids remember systems. Number 14. What was 14th Street number? Date, room. Number. Think. I pulled out phone. Opened photo album. Scrolled. Family photos. Christmas. Birthdays. Murphy younger. Me, less gray. Found it. Picture from 4 years ago. Emily's old garage. Storage shelves. Plastic bins. Green. Red, black, blue. Blue labeled important financial papers. My pulse changed. Not fear. Recognition, again. Blue but financial records. Emily sad. I sat very still. Children don't build puzzles unless they believe speaking directly won't work. That realization hurt worse than anything. My phone buzzed. Linda, FaceTime. Of course, I answered. Linda appeared immediately. Reading glasses, gray sweatshirt, kitchen lighting, expression already irritated. You're eating garbage. Hello to you too. What's that wrapper on jerky? You drove 5 hours and bought gas station meat. It's premium jerky. Premium bad decisions. Murphy wandered into frame. Hi, Murphy, Linda said. Tail wag. Traitor. You okay? She asked. No. Good rule. If someone loves you enough, tell truth. I explained. The drawing. The napkin. Bird. 14. Blue box. Linda listened quietly. ER nurses learn silence professionally. Bird means Emily's sad, she said. Used to. And blue box. Financial papers, maybe. Maybe. Danger lives inside, maybe. You say that constantly. Because it's true. What about 14? I don't know. She leaned closer. Thinking. Linda thinking looked dangerous. Like math teachers and prosecutors. When did Noah write original note? No idea. How old's the house? 3 years, maybe. What grade Noah in the third? No. She waved hand. Think smaller. 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 Then my eyes moved toward motel keycard. Room 14. Wait. No. House. Emily's house. I grabbed phone. Pulled up map. Street address. Willow Creek Lane. House number 14. Garage code storage. Shelf. School locker number. Think. Think. Linda snapped fingers. Shane. What? Construction house. Yeah. Garage shelves numbered. I froze. Tyler, contractor, garage. Storage organization. Shelving, labels, box numbered. My stomach dropped slowly. Blue box. Shelf 14. You okay? Linda asked. No. Again. No. Silence. Shane. What? Don't do anything stupid. I won't. You always say that before. Phone vibration. Call. Emily. 11:07 p.m. Late. Strange. I answered immediately. Emily. Silence. Background noise. Then, hey, Dad. Voice quieter. Tired. No. Worse. Controlled. Artificially controlled. You okay? Yeah. Danger word. Always danger word. Need something? I asked. No. Pause. Longer. You staying long? Interesting question. Not sure. Oh. Emily. Yeah. You okay? Silence. Then I'm tired. Truth. Finally. Real truth. I know. Another silence. Then quietly. Tyler says Noah worries too much. My shoulders tightened instantly. He say that often. Pause. Sometimes. How often? Dad. How often? Silence. Dangerous silence. Then quietly. More lately. There. Tiny crack. Pressure escaping. What happened lately? I asked. Nothing. Lie. Immediate. Fast. Fear lies faster than greed. I should sleep, Emily said. Emily. What? You can tell me things. Silence. Heavy. Painful. Then quietly, I know. Call ended. I sat motionless. Phone still in hand. Linda still staring through FaceTime. Shane, she said softly. What? You're right. I looked down. Napkin, bird, blue box, 14. Children rarely build puzzles for no reason. Tyler thought age made people slower. Less sharp. Easy to fool. Big mistake. Greed creates arrogance. Arrogance creates mistakes. And mistakes leave evidence. I stood slowly. Grabbed keys. Where you going? Linda asked. Drive. It's 11:30 at night. Yep. Shane. What? You carrying old investigator brain into this? Good. No. She leaned closer. Carry grandfather brain, too. Silence. Because she was right. Hard truth, best kind. I'll call tomorrow, I said. You better. Call ended. Murphy stood, watching me, waiting. I grabbed a jacket, keys, phone. Cold Idaho night outside motel windows. Blue box, garage, shelf Fort Nahaw. I wasn't ready to accuse Tyler. Not yet. Evidence first. Always evidence. Because instincts matter. Experience matters. But proof changes everything. And something told me Tyler Carter had already left proof behind. He just didn't know where Noah hid the map. I did not drive back to Emily's house at 11:30 at night. 10 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, probably. At 68, experience teaches restraint. Or at least it teaches better timing. I sat inside the Tacoma for almost 12 minutes, outside Budget Inn. Engine off, hands resting on the steering wheel. Thinking. People imagine investigation work means finding answers. Wrong. Investigation work means resisting bad answers. Fast conclusions feel good. They also ruin lives. I knew that. Had watched investigators destroy credibility chasing instincts without evidence. I'd spent 28 years teaching younger caseworkers one rule: you don't build truth. You uncover it. Different thing. Very different thing. Murphy sat beside me, watching passing headlights. Patient. Old dogs understand waiting. Old men sometimes relearn it. I drove nowhere. Just Boise roads. Fairview, Eagle Road. Over near a 24-hour gas station, then back toward the motel. Thinking. Blue box. Bird. Shelf 14. Financial papers. Maybe. Danger lives inside maybe. Eventually I went back inside. Set alarm. 4:45 a.m. Sleep came ugly, light, broken. Dream fragments. Carol. Noah. Dark windows from the drawing. I woke before the alarm. 4:31. Murphy already awake. Old dogs and old men. Neither trusts sleeping late. Coffee maker in the motel room produced liquid vaguely related to coffee. I drank it anyway. Life lowers standards gradually. By 5:52 a.m. I was inside the Tacoma. Cold morning. 38 degrees. Boise still quiet. Sky dark blue. Streetlights humming. Pay attention to this next part. Timing matters. Schools open routines. Neighborhood routines. Work routines. Pressure routines. Families reveal themselves during transitions. Drop-offs. Morning departures. Breakfast chaos. Real life. People performing normal becomes harder when life gets busy. I parked down the street from Emily's neighborhood. Not hiding, observing. Big difference. 6:41, garage light. 6:52, front door, Tyler. Coffee tumbler, phone in hand. Construction hoodie, work boots, looked irritated. Walked quickly. Truck started, of no goodbye visible. No pause. No interaction. Interesting. 7 minutes later, Emily. Front porch, alone. Coffee mug, sweatshirt, cold air. She looked tired. Not morning tired. Life tired. Then Noah. Backpack. Blue coat. Head down. Emily touched his shoulder. He flinched. Tiny, fast. But there. My stomach tightened. Immediately. Children don't usually flinch from safe touch, not proof. Indicator. Only indicator. Noah climbed into SUV. Emily drove away. School drop-off. I followed. Not close. Not weird. Former investigator weird is still weird. School parking lot. Elementary school. Parents, kids, traffic. Normal. Noah climbed out. Backpack. Blue coat. Walking too quietly. One thing old investigators learn. Healthy children move differently. Not always loud. Not always wild. But free. Noah moved careful. Monitoring. Watching. Heavy. Heavy children concern me. Always did. I waited. 23 minutes. School office opened. I walked in. Front desk. Kind woman, early 50s, reading glasses. School sweater. Nameplate Megan Walsh, office administrator. Can I help you? Maybe. I smiled politely. Shane Ford. Noah Carter's grandfather. Recognition. Oh. Smile. Good sign. You're the Oregon grandpa. Interesting. Noah talks about me. Maps mostly. Fair. Listen, I said quietly. I don't need confidential information. Her expression changed slightly. Professional. Alert. I understand. I'm retired Child Protective Services. That shifted things. People inside education recognize certain phrases, not fear, context. I'm visiting family, I said carefully. Just checking if Noah seems okay. She watched me, thinking, evaluating. Good. People should evaluate. He doing all right academically? I asked. Strong student? Friends, wow. Some. Behavioral. Quiet. Quiet, danger word sometimes. Not always. Sometimes. He always been quiet. Small pause. Professional pause. He seems more tired lately. There. Tiny. But there. More tired, well? Nothing alarming. Professional wording. Careful wording. Teacher. Wording. I appreciate it. I didn't say, I know. Silence. Then quietly, he forgets lunch sometimes. My chest tightened. Okay. And once or twice, pause. He saved food. What kind? Crackers. Fruit cup, granola bar, saved. Children experiencing instability save food sometimes. Not always. Sometimes. Indicator. Only indicator. But indicators become patterns. Patterns become truth. I thanked her, walked outside slowly. Cold wind, parking lot noise, parents, kids, life. My phone buzzed. Linda. Of course. Tell me you're eating breakfast. I'm working. Retired people can't say that. I'm investigating. Shane. No. Silence. She knew that tone. Danger tone. What did you find? I told her. School. Tired. Saved food. Flinch. Quiet. Long silence. Too long. Linda? Yeah. Talk. You want nurse answer or friend answer? Both. Nurse answer. Something feels wrong. Friend answer. Something feels very wrong. I leaned it against Tacoma. Cold metal. Morning air. Fear growing slowly. Controlled. Measured. Professional. But growing. What next? Linda asked. Observe. Then. Evidence. Then. Conversation. With Emily. Eventually. You trust Tyler? No. Too fast. Interesting. I noticed. No, Linda said. No. Why? I don't know. Wrong answer. She knew me too well. I looked toward the school entrance. Children laughing, running, living. Tyler answers questions nobody asked him. I said quietly. Controls conversation. So, financial pressure. So, interior cameras. So, pantry lock. Silence. Food, Linda said quietly. Maybe. No. Maybe. Shane, danger lives inside maybe. You hate maybes. Yeah, because maybes usually become something. Phone silence. Then softly, be careful. Always. Be careful. Former investigators hear that a lot. I drove next. Bank, not Noah's Bank. Not investigating illegally. Observation. Context. Tyler, construction contractor. Construction contractors under financial pressure leave trails. New truck tires. House renovations. Fresh flooring. Interior cameras. Money pressure changes people. I knew that. Construction supply stores. Bank parking. Coffee receipts. Routine. People reveal themselves through spending long before confession. No accusations, no conclusions. Just observation. Stay with me here. Greed creates speed. Speed creates mistakes. Arrogant people rush. Patient people collect. At 11:18 a.m., I got my first real mistake. Completely by accident. Tyler's black F-150, Home Depot parking lot. Milwaukee Street, construction loading zone. I parked farther away, not hiding, observing. Tyler loading materials, drywall compound, electrical supplies, paint. Nothing strange. Then card declined. Interesting. Tyler annoyed. Pulled another card. Approved. Cashier conversation. Brief. Frustrated. Visible frustration. Pressure. Pressure matters. He loaded truck aggressively. Door slam, fast movements, anger, money pressure. Interesting. Very interesting. My phone buzzed. Text. Emily. Dad. Can you do lunch 1 p.m.? Something inside me changed immediately. Movement. Tiny, but movement. Cracks. Pressure. Truth trying to breathe. I texted back immediately. Absolutely. Location, 3 dots. Typing, stopped. Typing, stopped again. Then Merritt's Family Restaurant. 1 p.m. Come alone. I stared at screen. Come alone. Pressure, fear, truth. Something was moving. Finally. Slow. Careful. But moving. And for the first time since driving into Idaho, I felt it. The shift. Small. Quiet. Real. Whatever Tyler Carter was hiding, he was starting to lose control of it. Merritt's Family Restaurant sat off Eagle Road, between a dental office and a small insurance agency, with a faded blue sign that looked older than some marriages. Family restaurants tell the truth about towns. You can learn a place by watching who eats lunch there. Retired couples, construction workers, mothers with toddlers, guys wearing company polos pretending not to check work emails. Real life. No performance. I pulled into the parking lot at 12:43 p.m. Cold Idaho wind. Cloud cover rolling in. Murphy stayed. Inside the Tacoma. He watched me through the window with the judgment of a disappointed grandfather. You're literally a dog, I told him. No change in expression. Inside smelled like coffee and grilled onions. Comfort food smell, booth seating, country music low enough not to offend people. Emily sat near the back. Corner booth. Facing the entrance. That mattered. People carrying stress like exits nearby. I slid into the booth across from her. She looked tired. Worse than yesterday. Hair tied back, no makeup, hands wrapped around coffee she'd barely touched. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Dad. Smile. Small. Again, always small lately. Server came over. Early 60s. Name tag said Janice. Coffee. Please? I said. Emily quietly said, already ordered food.
Bossy. Tiny smile. Good, still there. Janice walked away. Cylinder sat between us. Heavy, not angry. Heavy. I let it set. All investigators learned science. My grandfather, so should too. And Emily spoke. You scared me. Sorry. No, you're not. No. Pain smile again. Gone quickly. You drove 5 hours because of a drawing. 5.5. That's insane. Runs in family. Chill on. Down. Coffee cup. Hands. Plodding. Dead. Yeah. Everything's okay. No.
Not okay, but I didn't push. Not yet. You remember when you were 12? I asked. What? You told your mother school was fine. She exhaled. Not fair. You remember. Yeah. You got suspended. One day. For punching Trevor Simmons. He deserved it. He did. Tiny smile. Longer this time. There she is, Mom, I said quietly. Smile faded. Dad. Talk to me. I'm trying. Truth. First real truth. Trying. Interesting word. Not succeeding. Trying. Janice brought food. Emily ordered soup. I got turkey club sandwich. Fries. Linda would have complained. Nutrition becomes everyone's hobby. After 65. Janice topped coffee. Walked away. Emily stared outside. Cars, clouds, nothing, everything. Tyler stressed, I asked. Immediately shoulders tightened. There. Construction business complicated, she said. Neutral. Prepared. Rehearsed. Difficult lately. Sometimes. Money tight. Pause. Tiny. Dangerous. Everyone's money tight. True. Not answer. Dad? What? Please don't do this. Do what? Investigate. Word choice. Not worry. Not interfere. Investigate. Interesting. You think I'm investigating? I know you. Fair. Emily. Silence. Look at me. Slowly. She did. Eyes tired. Older somehow. Fear ages people. Quiet. Fear it ages people fastest. Is Tyler hurting you? Immediate. No. Fast. Too fast. Emotionally? No. Financially. Pause. There. Tiny. Critical. Emily? No. Less certain. Interesting. Very interesting. What's blue box? She froze. Actually froze. Coffee cup halfway down. Breathing changed. Yeah. Fast. There. Stay with me here. Truth hits body before mouth. Always. What one? She said. Too controlled. Blue box. I don't know what. Emily. Silence. Long. Heavy. Dangerous. Tyler moved stuff. She said quietly. There. Crack. File. Financial papers. Silence.
Dad. Financial papers. Some. Construction stuff? Yours. No. Fast. Too fast. Tyler handles money. My chest tightened immediately. Handles money. Interesting phrase. Who decided that arrangement? When? What? When did Tyler start handling money? Last year. Why? Business got complicated. No. Business didn't. Control did. You have account access. Mostly. Danger word. Very dangerous. You know balances. Mostly. Again. Noah account. Silence. My stomach dropped. There. Emily. Dad, please. Noah account. We had emergency expenses. My chest went cold. Emergency expenses. Not answer. Whose emergency? Silence. Cars outside. Coffee smell. Country music. Normal restaurant. Life-changing conversation. Perfectly ordinary place. That's America. Life breaks. Quietly. Not dramatically. Quietly. Tires, Emily whispered. What? Truck tires. I sat very still. Tyler truck. She nodded. Noah account paid tires. Silence. Tears immediately. Instant. Like she'd been holding them months. Not dramatic crying. Exhausted crying. Worse. Much worse. Emily. He said we'd replace it. We? He said temporary. Emily. He said construction job payment coming. Emily. He said, I know what he said. Silence. Tears. Small. Controlled. Scared tears. Worst kind. How much? I don't know. Emily. I don't know. Truth. Actual truth. God. That scared me more. You know what control looks like sometimes. Not yelling. Not violence. Not television villain behavior. Sometimes control looks like one person slowly convincing another person they're incapable of managing their own life. You don't know Noah account balance, I said quietly. No. Emily. I know. No. I leaned forward. Listen. Carefully. Tears. Coffee untouched. Life unraveling quietly. This isn't stupidity. Dad. No. Fear makes smart people surrender responsibilities. Silence. You understand me. Tears again. Tiny nod. Did Tyler take Noah money? I don't know. Would he? Silence. Long silence. Then quietly. I don't know anymore. There. Truth, finally. Pure, painful, truth. Phone buzzed. Emily looked. Immediately panicked. Immediate. Tyler. Caller ID visible. Interesting. Very interesting. You don't have answer. Immediately. I said quietly. He gets worried. No, not worried. Control, pressure, monitoring. Emily. Dad, please. You hear yourself. To tears. Again. God. I hated this. Not Tyler. Not yet. This. Watching my daughter disappear. Inside fear. She answered.
Hey, pause. Still eating, pause. No, pause. Dad here, pause. Yeah, change slightly. Fear, real fool. Okay. Hung up. What? Nothing. Lie. Emily. He asked who else was here. Oh. My hands folded slowly together. Control. Monitoring. Isolation. Financial dependency. Fear. Pattern. 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 No accusations. Not yet. Patterns? Janice walked over. Bless older waitresses. They notice everything. Need pie? She asked softly. Emily laughed unexpectedly. Tiny. Broken. Real. No thanks. Janice squeezed Emily's shoulder gently. Walked away. Human kindness. Small. Powerful. Where Noah now? I asked. School. You picking him up? Yeah. Mind if I come? Silence. Thinking. Fear. Hope. Conflict. Then quietly. Okay. Outside clouds darkened. Cold wind moving across parking lot. Storm coming. Idaho sky turning gray. Inside, something else was finally breaking too. And for the first time since driving into Boise, Emily wasn't protecting Tyler. She was questioning him. Small difference. Life-changing difference. Because greedy people survive on one thing. Silence. And my daughter, finally Woolwe, was getting tired of staying quiet. School pickup lines tell you things about people. Patience. Stress tolerance. Marriage quality. And whether someone should legally be allowed near a car horn. I sat in Emily's SUV at 3:07 p.m. outside Cedar Ridge Elementary, while Idaho 1 pushed gray clouds lower across the sky. Cold enough for jackets. Not cold enough for teenage boys to admit it. Emily sat beside me, quiet. Hands wrapped around coffee she'd bought 2 hours earlier, and barely touched. Coffee had gone cold. Neither of us mentioned it. People sitting inside hard conversations ignore strange things. Time, food, coffee. Sometimes themselves. You don't have to say anything, I said. I know. Silence. Parents lined. Bumper to bumper. SUVs, minivans. Pickup trucks, America. The afternoon migration. Children exiting school, carrying backpacks, somehow larger than their torsos. Did Tyler know Noah had savings? I asked carefully. Emily stared forward. Yeah. How long? Years. Who opened account? You? Right. I had. Noah turned 5. Birthday money. Christmas money. Little deposits. $25. 50. Sometimes 100. Not life-changing money. Not the point. Never the point. People reveal character by how they treat things belonging to children. How much left? I asked quietly. I don't know. Fear again. Control again. God. I hated control. Not loud control. Quiet control. The kind that slowly convinces smart people they shouldn't ask questions. School doors opened. Children pouring outside. Noise. Energy. Life. Then Noah. Blue coat, gray backpack, walking slower than everyone around him. He spotted Emily. Tiny smile. Then me. Bigger smile. Good. Still there? Still Noah. He climbed into back seat. Grandpa? Buddy? You still here? Still here. You staying longer? Maybe. Good. One word. Heavy. Important. Emily drove.
Quiet roads. Suburbs. Traffic lights. Cold afternoon. Noah stared outside, watching houses, trees, sky. You hungry? Emily asked. Little? I know place, I said. Emily looked over. No. Yes. Dad? Emily. Noah leaned forward immediately. Can we? Interesting. Very interesting. Kids ask differently when they expect disappointment. Please, Noah asked quietly. Emily exhaled. I'm tired. Overwhelmed. Okay. 15 minutes later, Merritt's family restaurant. Again.
Janice saw us, pointed immediately. Booth 6. You memorized us, I asked. You got sad eyes. That's aggressive. You want pie today? No. You should. I know. Noah laughed. Good. Really laughed. Small victory. Big meaning. We sat. Menus. Drinks. Chocolate milk for Noah. Coffee for me. Emily got tea. Noah ordered pancakes. 3:37 in the afternoon. Pancakes. Childhood. Still alive, eh? Good. Very good. School okay, Emily asked. Yeah.
Anything happen? No. Danger word. Inherited. Great. Wonderful. 3 generations of emotional avoidance. Buddy, I said quietly. What? Grandpa, a question. Okay. What state touches Idaho north? Canada. Not state. Oh. Smile. Tiny. Montana. Good. What touches east? Montana and Wyoming. South. Utah and Nevada. West. Oregon and Washington. Smart kid, quick, still sharp, to good. Food came, chocolate milk, pancakes, butter, syrup. Life-changing conversations often happen beside ordinary food. Noah ate slower than yesterday. Better. Good sign. Emily watched him. Really watched him. Maybe for first time in months. Control doesn't only hurt victims. It narrows vision. Fear narrows vision. People survive pressure by focusing smaller. You miss things you don't mean to. You just do. Pay attention to this next part, because this matters. Noah cut pancakes carefully. Too carefully. Saved half. Folded napkin over plate. My stomach tightened. Emily noticed too. Baby, she said softly, you can eat. I'm saving. For what? Later. Silence. Heavy. God. There it was again. Food. Planning scarcity. Fire. Children adapt. Always. Emily went pale. Actually pale. Noah, she said quietly, you don't need save food. Okay. Too fast. Dangerously fast. Compliance. Adaptation. Beer.
My hands tightened around a coffee cup. Steady, steady, steady. Grandfather brain. Not investigator brain. Grandfather brain. Janice walked by, refilled coffee, paused, looked once at Noah, then Emily. Older women who spent decades around people develop instincts too. Need extra pancakes? She asked softly. No thanks, Noah said politely. Janice smiled, moved away. Emily looked down, hands shaking slightly. Tiny, but there. Dad, she whispered, not looking at me. Dad, I know. No. Tears immediately. Fast, silent. I didn't see it. God, those words. I didn't see it. Parents carry guilt heavier than concrete. Sometimes unfairly, sometimes not. Emily, I didn't see it. You were surviving. I should have. Stop. Tears. Quiet. Noah watching now. Concerned. Children protect parents too early sometimes. Mom, I'm okay. Lie, but loving lie. Different. Noah looked toward me. 8-year-old eyes. Heavy eyes. Too old. Buddy, I said quietly. Yeah. You know bird picture. Instant. Tiny reaction. Tiny. Critical. Emily didn't notice. I did. What bird picture? Emily asked. Noah froze. Tiny. Fast. Bird means Emily's sad. Right. God. The kid built a language to survive. You like birds, I said smoothly. Covering, protecting. Grandfather brain. Noah relaxed. Little sparrows, he said quietly. Why sparrows? They stay. Silence. Stay. Jesus. Emily looked away immediately. Tears again. Stay. Kids don't build the symbols randomly. Stay. Birds. Stay. Mom sad. Birds stay. He built emotional maps. Because children explain chaos however they can. Grandpa, Noah said quietly. Yeah. You leaving soon? Not question. Statement. No? You promise? My throat tightened instantly. Careful. Very careful. Promises matter, especially when children already feel abandoned. I'm here right now, I said quietly. And tomorrow? Truth. Safe truth. No overpromising. No lying. Children remember broken promises forever. We finished food slowly. Chocolate milk. Cold fries. Coffee. Life. Normal afternoon. Except nothing felt normal anymore. Outside rain started. Light. Idaho. Cold. Steady. We walked toward parking lot. Emily ahead. Looking down. Thinking. Noah beside me. Hands inside coat pockets. Quiet. Then very quietly. Garage shelf 14. I stopped walking. Not physically. Internally. Stopped. What, buddy? Blue box. Small voice. Rain. Cars. Cold wind. I was right, I whispered. Tiny nod. My pulse changed instantly. What's in blue box? Noah looked toward Emily. Fear, monitoring, habit. Then quietly, bad papers. Bad papers. Jesus. How no? Tyler gets mad. When? When Mom asks, rain falling harder, wind colder. Buddy, small nod. Did Tyler tell you not say? No answer. Didn't need one. Children answer silence too. Emily opened SUV door. Noah climbed inside. Normal. Ordinary. Rain hitting roof. Traffic moving. Life moving. But inside me, something settled. Not relief. Not anger. Direction. Finally, direction. Because children don't build secret languages, hide evidence, save food, watch adults constantly without reason. And now, for first time, I had something more dangerous than instinct. I had confirmation. And Tyler Carter still thought nobody was paying attention. That night, Idaho rain came down steady. Not dramatic. Not movie rain. Just cold October rain tapping roofs and sidewalks like somebody quietly asking to be let in. I sat inside room 2144 at the Budget Inn with Murphy asleep near the heater and Noah's words replaying inside my head. Garage shelf 14, blue box, bad papers. Children don't usually describe paperwork as bad. Adults do. Children borrow language, meaning somewhere someone had called those papers bad, or dangerous, or important enough to hide. 10:17 p.m. I called Linda. She answered on the second ring. Tell me you're eating vegetables. I'm working. You're retired. I'm thinking. That's worse. I leaned back slowly, rain moving across motel windows. Murphy is roaring softly. I was right, I said quietly. Silence. Linda understood tone. What happened? I told her. Everything. Lunch, Noah saving food, Emily crying, garage shelf, blue box, bad papers, long silence. Too long. Linda, I'm here. Talk. You want friend answer or nurse answer? Both? Friend answer. Okay. Pause. Shane, your daughter is scared. I know. No. Her voice softened. I don't think you do. Silence. Heavy silence. Fear changes smart people. I know. You know professionally. That hit harder because she was right. Professional, knowing. Personal, knowing. Different things. Very different things. You think Tyler dangerous? Linda asked quietly. I think Tyler likes control. Dangerous answer. I know. You think financial abuse. Maybe. You hate maybes. Yeah. Rain tapped harder. Wind pushed against motel walls. Linda spoke quietly. Shane. Yeah. Careful. I am. No. Long pause. You're angry now. She knew me too well. Again. I'll call tomorrow, I said. You better. Call ended. I sat alone, thinking. Thinking too much. Carol used to say, I thought problems to death. Maybe. But rushing truth ruins truth. Old lesson. Important lesson. At 11:42 p.m., my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Idaho area code. I answered. Hello? Silence. Then Tyler. Shane. Interesting. Very interesting. Tyler? You awake? Looks like. You staying long? Not hello. Not conversation. Question. Interesting. Not sure. Silence. Rain. Breathing. You talked to Emily. Statement. Not question. Had lunch. You worried people. There it was, worried people, not worried family. People, distance language. Control language. I'm visiting my daughter. She's stressed. I noticed. Construction of silence. Heavy. Careful. Then Tyler laughed lightly. Too lightly. You know Emily? No. I don't. Pause. You think stuff wrong. Interesting. Not is something wrong. You think stuff wrong. Defensive. Pressure. Pressure creates leaks. Should I not think that? I asked quietly. Long pause. Noah dramatic sometimes. There. Again. Sensitive. Dramatic. Patterns. People minimizing children repeat words over and over. He mailed me letter, I said quietly. Silence. Tiny, critical. Kid misses you. Maybe. He does. Silent ones. Then pay attention to this next part. Because greedy people tell truth accidentally when ego gets involved. Tyler said, that kid got roof over his head because I work. Silence. My hand tightened slowly around the phone. He eats because I work. There. Pressure. Resentment. Ownership language. Danger language. And Emily. Pause. Dangerous pause. Emily. What? Nothing. Silence. Then people don't appreciate sacrifices. Interesting. Very interesting. Tyler? What? Why Noah account smaller? Dead silence. Pure silence. Rain, breathing. Nothing else. Then too fast. What account? Lie. Immediate lie. Bad sign. Tyler, what account? Too aggressive. Too quick. Pressure. Fear. Greed. You know account. I don't know what Emily said. Interesting. Didn't ask what Emily said. Assumed Emily said something. Pressure. Fear. Mistakes. Greedy people make mistakes when protecting image. Always image, always. You took money? I asked quietly. No, fast, dangerously fast. You sure? Absolutely. Construction contractors understand contracts. Liars understand certainty. Too much certainty. Good, I said quietly. Because banks keep records. Silence, heavy, long. Then anger. Finally. Real emotion. You think I steal from family. Interesting. Didn't say no. Didn't say impossible. Straight to offense. You sound defensive. Because this ridiculous. Then explain. No. Silence. There. No. No explanation. No calm. Pressure. Greed hates patience. Patience scares greedy people. You know what's funny, Tyler said suddenly. Danger. Arrogance entering conversation. Dangerous. What? You old guys think because you worked government jobs you know people. Interesting, very interesting. I know enough. No, you don't. Silence. Then mistake. Big mistake. The kid eats because of me. Again, ownership, resentment. The kid got clothes because me. Again, ownership. The kid owes stop, silence. Complete silence. My pulse changed instantly. There. There it was, Tyler stopped. Too late, way too late. Stay with me here. People reveal belief systems under pressure. And Tyler Carter believed Noah owed him. Owed. Not family. Not support. Debt. Transaction. That told me everything. You there? Tyler asked. I'm here. Long silence. Don't confuse helping family with ownership, I said quietly. Nobody said ownership. You almost did. Silence, then click. Call ended. I sat perfectly still, phone still in hand. Rain. Murphy snoring. Motel heater humming. Normal sounds. Life-changing moment. Quiet. Small. Dangerous. I opened Notes app. Typed immediately. Always document. Always time. Words. Patterns. Memory. Lies. Documentation doesn't. 11:58 p.m. Tyler called. Ownership language. Defensive. Immediate denial. No explanation. Pressure. Fear. Debt. Framing. Noah owes. My chest felt heavy. Not victory. Not satisfaction. Pain. Because now I understood something ugly. Tyler wasn't just stressed. Tyler had started seeing family resources, including Noah, as assets. Tools. Things. God, I hated that. My phone buzzed. Emily, awake. Interesting, very interesting. Me, yes. 3 dots typing, stopped. Typing, stopped again. Fear, conflict. Then finally, can we talk tomorrow morning? My pulse slowed, changed, shifted. Movement, truth moving, pressure cracking, me. Of course, then another message. Small, short, but important. Dad, I think something's wrong. I stared at those 5 words. Read them twice, 3 times, because once fear becomes language control, starts losing power. And Tyler Carter still didn't realize he'd already made the dumbest mistake greedy people make. He'd started believing nobody around him could still see clearly. I woke up before the alarm. 4:38 a.m. Dark motel ceiling. Heater humming. Murphy asleep near the door. For about 15 seconds, I forgot where I was. Age does that sometimes. You wake up in strange places, and your brain needs a moment to load reality. Then it came back. Boise, Emily, Noah, Tyler, Blue Bile, bad papers, and 1 text message. Dad, I think something's wrong. Fear changes people. Truth changes them back. Slowly, painfully, but back. I showered. Bad motel water pressure. Coffee somehow worse than yesterday. Murphy refused motel dog food. Judgment continued. By 7:12 a.m. I sat inside the Tacoma, outside a small coffee shop Emily picked. Corner cafe, downtown Meridian. Gray Idaho morning. Cold enough, people walked faster. Emily arrived 7 minutes late. Alone. Good. Very good. She climbed into passenger seat. Didn't speak immediately. Neither did I. Silence matters. People carrying hard truths need room. Finally, I checked. Quiet. Small. Dangerous. I kept both hands on steering wheel. Okay. I checked Noah's account. My chest tightened. Not surprise, confirmation. Different thing. Okay. $12,600. Was. Not is. Was. Past tense. Critical. Emily. 3,000 left. Silence. Cold. Heavy. Ugly. 3,000. 9,000 gone. 9,000 Christmas money, birthday money, savings, small deposits over years. Time, love, care, gone. Emergency expenses? I asked quietly. Tears immediately. She nodded, then shook head, then nodded again. Conflict, shame, fear, reality. He said construction cash flow. Subu, quiet. He said jobs delayed. Quiet. He said we'd replace it. I closed eyes. Once. Only once. Grandfather brain, not investigator brain. Grandfather brain. You know where money went? Silence. Long. He upgraded truck. Quiet. He bought tires. Quiet. Garage tools. Quiet. Flooring. God. God. He said family shares resources. Control language. Ownership language. Resource language. Not family language. I signed things. Tears. He said paperwork complicated. There. Fear. Dependency. Control. Piece by piece. 1 inch at a time. Exactly like Carol always said. I don't know what to do, Emily whispered. Truth. Pure truth. First time. Finally. You breathe first. What after? We get facts. I know facts. No. I looked at her. Really looked. You know pain. Facts next. Silence. Cold Idaho morning. Traffic. People buying coffee. Normal life. Life changing inside truck. Ordinary outside. Always. Ordinary outside. Blue box, I said quietly. Immediate reaction. Fear. Emily. Garage shelf. Silence. 14. She closed eyes. There are statements. Quiet. Records. Quiet. Construction stuff. Personal stuff. Silence. Tyler said don't touch. Interesting. Very interesting. Emily. What? You own house jointly. I know. No. I looked directly at her. You're allowed to ask questions. Tears. Again. Fear. Trains people slowly. Permission becomes survival. I feel stupid, she whispered. No. I should have known. No. No. Harder's this time. Listen carefully. Silence. You trusted someone you loved. Tears. That's not stupidity. Silence. Manipulation survives because good people assume good intentions. Truth. Hard truth. Important truth. Pay attention to this next part. Because this mattered. More than money. More than Tyler. More than evidence. Where Noah? I asked, quietly. School. Good. Silence. Emily. What? You ready know truth? Fear. Immediate. Row. I think so. No. I shook my head. Think carefully. Silence. Because once you see something clearly, I swallowed. You can't unsee it. Long silence. Then tiny nod. Okay, good. No more halfway. No more maybe. Truth. We drove separately. Her SUV, my Tacoma, Willow Creek Lane, gray house, cold wind. Garage closed, Tyler at work. Good. Perfect. Garage smelled like paint. Wood dust, construction, normal. Nothing dramatic. Truth rarely lives dramatically. T.O. 14. Blue plastic storage bin. Exactly where Noah said. Exactly. Children tell truth sideways. God. He told me. He really told me. Emily stood frozen, hands shaking. I opened the box, statements, bank paperwork, construction invoices, receipts, insurance documents, folders. Normal, then not normal. Withdrawal records, Noah account, transfer history, bank app printouts, construction supplier invoices. One amount, $2,480. Truck tires, one amount, $1,920. Flooring, one amount, $1,340. Tool equipment, Jesus. Emily sat down hard. Garage floor, concrete, cold, silent. I kept looking. Professional habits, order, timeline, documentation, pattern. Then the dumbest greedy mistake Tyler Carter made. Notebook, black notebook, construction expense tracking, handwritten, dates, amounts, transfers. And beside one withdrawal, his handwriting. Move Noah funds temporarily. Temporarily. Arrogance. God. Arrogant people document crimes constantly. Because arrogant people stop believing consequences exist. Emily, crying quietly now. Real crying. Broken crying. Not loud. Worse. I didn't know, she whispered. I know. No. Tears. I really didn't. I know. Phone buzzed. Tyler. Calling Emily. Interesting timing. Very interesting. She stared. Fear immediately. Pattern. Automatic. Old survival response. No, I said quietly. What? Answer. Fear. Conflict. Speaker. Dad, whoa? Speaker. Man's shaking. She answered. Hey. Where are you? Immediate. No hello. Interesting. Home. What doing? Monitoring. Control. Cleaning. Silence. You okay? Yeah. Danger word. Again. I coming home early. My pulse changed immediately. Interesting. Very interesting. When? 20 minutes. Call ended. Emily pale immediately. Fear. Real fear. Not physical fear. Worse. Psychological fear. Okay, I said quietly. What? Perfect. What? Stay with me here. I pulled notebook carefully. Bank papers. Statements. Phone, pictures, documentation, order, pattern, truth. No yelling, I said. What? No fighting. Dad? No. I looked directly at her. Noah comes first. Tears. Small nod. Good. Perfect. Second rule. What? Let him talk, I'll say. Who? Tyler. Confusion? Fear? Processing. Then understanding. Slow, careful, anjus. Sila like non control. Like talking. Like done explaining. Liked believing he was smartest person in room. Arrogant people build traps for themselves. You just hand them rope. Outside a black Ford F-150 turned slowly into the driveway, right on schedule. And for first time since driving into Idaho, I wasn't hoping Tyler Carter would tell truth. I was counting on him not being able to stop himself. The garage door opened. Cold October air moved through the space. Tyler Carter stepped inside carrying that same energy he'd carried every day I'd been in Idaho. Confidence, control, certainty, the dangerous kind. Construction hoodie, work boots, phone in hand, keys clipped to his belt. He stopped walking when he saw us. Me, Emily, the blue storage box, paperwork, notebook, silence. Real silence. Not awkward silence, collision silence. You know that look of people get when their brain realizes reality changed while they weren't looking? That. What's going on? Not a question. Challenge. Emily stood slowly, hands shaking, but standing. Good. Very good. Tyler looked at me first. Of course he did. People who rely on control often assume someone else created resistance. They underestimate awakening. Shane. Tyler. What are you doing in my garage? Interesting. My garage, son. Ownership language. Again. Emily spoke quietly. Our garage. Tiny correction. Important correction. Tyler looked at her immediately. Immediate. Automatic. Control checking. Emily. No anger yet. Confusion. Adjustment. Calculating. Good. Let him calculate. We found Noah's account records, Emily said. Direct. No hesitation. Good. Very good. Tyler blinked once. Only once. Then that smile. The polished one. The practice in. The one people wear when they think charm still works. Okay. I'm interesting. No denial. Not first time. Interesting. You moved money, Emily said. Construction invoice paper shaking slightly in her hand. You used Noah's money. Tyler exhaled slowly, like we were discussing lawn fertilizer. You knew that. No. I told you. No. Silence. Rain tapping somewhere outside. Cold air, garage dust, life-changing moment. Ordinary Thursday. America. Normal life. Breaking quietly. I told you. Cash flow got tight, Tyler said. I told you jobs got delayed. I told you we'd replace it. Emily shaking the head. No. Small on fast on. No. I never knew Noah's account. I told you. No. I absolutely told you. Pay attention to this next part. Because arrogant people panic strangely. They don't immediately lie. First they rewrite history. I would have remembered, Emily whispered. You forgot. No. You forget stuff. There. God. Their control. Minimization. Rewriting reality. Classic. ugly, real. You don't get to tell me what I remember, Emily said quietly. Good. Very good. Tyler looked at me. Finally. You're doing this. No, wrong. Big mistake. You think this old government investigator thing means? No, I said quietly. You did this. Silence. Dangerous. Silence. So, you stole from Noah, Emily whispered. I borrowed. There wasn't permission. We're family. There. Ownership language. Resource language. Control language. Family shares resources. Emily actually laughed. Short. Broken. Disbelieving. No. Tears. No. You don't use your kid like emergency funding. I replaced some. Some. Interesting. Very interesting. How much? Emily asked. Silence. How much? Emily, how much? First time. Real voice. Real strength. God, Carol would have been proud. Tyler exhaled hard. 8,000. Lie. Immediate lie. We knew. Notebook knew. Truth knew. No. Emily held paperwork up. 12,600. Silence. 3,000 left. Silence. Cold. Heavy. Tyler looked trapped. Good. Not because revenge feels good. Because truth matters. Difference. Important difference. Construction pressure. No. Cash flow. No. You don't understand business. Emily laughed again. Broken. Heartbreaking. You bought truck tires. Silence. Flooring. Silence. Tools. Silence. You bought things. We needed things. No one needed food. Silence. God. Silence. Real silence now. No performance. No charm. No polished smile. Gone. Finally gone. Pay attention to this next part because this mattered most. Garage doorway. Small voice. Mom. Noah. School backpack. Blue coat. Standing there. God. No. No, no, no. Not this. Not him hearing. Tyler turned immediately. Panic. First real panic. Noah. No. Emily moved first. Fast. Mother instinct. Beautiful. Protective. She knelt immediately. Baby. Noah looked at papers. Blue box. Mom crying. Adults breaking. Children know more than adults think. Always. I made things worse, Noah whispered. Jesus Christ. No, God. No. I moved immediately. Kneeling slower. Older knees still moved. Buddy. Tears. Actual tears. 8-year-old tears. Worst thing on earth. I told Grandpa, voice shaking. I made trouble. No. Emily crying harder now. No baby. I wasn't supposed, say. Fear, God, fear. Tyler looked destroyed suddenly. Actually destroyed. Interesting. Human. Complicated. Real. Because villains in real life aren't movie villains. Sometimes they're weak people who keep choosing themselves. Again, and again, and again. Noah, I said quietly, look at Grandpa. Slowly, he did. You saved your family. Tears. You hear me? Small nod. No trouble. More tears. You were brave. Emily holding him now. Really holding him like she'd finally come back. God. That hurt and healed. Both. Tyler sat slowly on garage workbench, face pale, smaller somehow. Control gone. Image gone. Reality remaining. I wasn't trying hurt him. Quiet. Real. First real thing he'd said. I know, Emily whispered. Worse somehow. I know. Silence. Cold air. Rain. Life. Sa bili. Pain man. Real. You need leave, Emily said quietly. Tyler looked up. No. You need leave. Emily. No. Voice stronger. Good. Perfect. You need help. Truth. Hard truth. You need help. He sat there. Long time. Long enough. Ugly pride fought reality. Then finally, small nod. No performance, no defense, no speech. Just broken. Human. Complicated. Real. 2 weeks later, Tyler moved out. Construction contracts slowed. Lawyers got involved. Financial recovery plans. Bank documentation. No dramatic arrest. No television ending. Real life. Messier, harder, slower. Noah came back to Bend with me for a while. Temporary. Just while Emily rebuilt. Therapy, financial counseling, space, healing. Linda practically adopted Noah immediately. First morning back in Oregon, she made pancakes. Chocolate chips, she asked. Yes, Noah said. Your grandfather eats garbage food. Linda, truth hurts. Noah laughed. Real laugh. Full laugh. Good. God. Good. Murphy slept beside Noah every night. Old dogs understand scared children. Noah still checked locks before bed. 3 times. Every night. Healing isn't linear. People online like perfect endings. Life doesn't work that way. Emily and I still had hard conversations, hard truths, hard rebuilding. Some wounds heal. Some become reminders. 3 months later, Noah handed me drawing. Construction paper, crayon, house, truck, blue sky, sun, bird, sparrow, and 3 people. Not tiny anymore. 3 normal-sized people. Bottom corner of small handwriting. Still uneven. Still no. We're okay now. Not perfect. Not fixed. Not magically healed. Okay. Honestly, sometimes okay becomes miracle enough. Because here's what I need you to understand. Children don't always ask for help loudly. Sometimes they draw it. Sometimes they hide it. Sometimes they hope somebody who loves them notices. Pay attention. Slow down. Ask questions. Listen harder. Fear survives silence. Control survives silence. Pain survives silence. Love doesn't. Love speaks. Love notices. Love shows up. Even if it takes 322 miles and an old Tacoma with too many miles on it. If this story meant something to you, join our community by hitting that like button and subscribing for more real, raw, and family-centered stories. Drop a comment below and tell us, have you ever been in a situation like this? We read every single one. And as always, thank you for being a part of this.